All right, we are back with more oxygen, not included. What are we doing today? Well, we have a couple small pet projects that need to be worked on today. We need to get over here and fix this, problem. Because if we don't fix this now, all this water, this is going to break, and water's going to spill into here, and it's going to cause a mess. It's going to cause a mess. It'll be the duplicate's fault. Back on the home world. Back in the real world. I've been thinking. We don't need this telescope here anymore. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the gas line here. I don't need this to come up to here anymore. Let's stop that gas line right there. The carbon dioxide. We're going to need to send this guy up for a few cycles because we need some more, what do you call them? Things. We need things. Power. I need power. I need a jumbo battery. We got food in here. We got rad pills in here. We got the pump in here. I don't know if this thing is going to pump outside or not. We'll find out if it does. If not, well, we're just going to send this guy up for a couple days. We'll send 2 people up. Get that taken care of. Also, I need to start making... Is that crude oil? Yeah. I need to start making petroleum. We have a lot of crude oil. We have a lot of crude oil. And we also have all this stuff down here, too. So we can make lots of petroleum. In order to get petroleum, we're going to have to drill down a little bit. Kind of don't want this water down here. Well, let's build 2 of these. Make that a 8. Build that. And we'll build this ladder. What do we have a lot of over here? Not a lot. We need to send over some seeds. Fungal spores. Fun. Fungal spores. Those need to get sent over. Also, in addition to... Well, do I need to drill down? No, I don't think so. We've got this pipe here. We can use this pipe. I kind of want to bring this pipe up the back way, though. Like that. Along this wall. And bring it up into a place where we can make petroleum. Close to the rockets, because that's really where we're going to need the petroleum. We're not going to, I don't think we're going to burn it for a power source. Not sure yet. Alright. Plus, I want to get this igneous rock cooled down. We're going to build a system in here for that. That's on the agenda. Back here, see if we can get some more carbon dioxide in, y'all. Fungal spores. Let's grab the waterweed for this one. Waterweed seeds. We'll turn these on for a few minutes. See if we can get some more carbon dioxide in there. And then go back here. Yeah, I guess we'll use some sandstone. We got a lot of it now, just kind of laying around the place. And we're just going to drill down. Da-da-dee-da, da-da-dee-da. It's like little ants running around, aren't they? Oh, pardon me. Got a little stuffy nose today. The nose decides to be stuffies. If you really, guys, come on. This is I hate these robot people. Not only are they trying to, take over the world, but they just don't work. They don't work. So they're just useless. They're just taking up space as far as I'm concerned. Oh, they're just they can't be trusted. They can't be trusted. I don't trust them. I know they're trying to communicate with Skynet. That's why I'm really hesitant to go into outer space. Because they might try to, do their little Skynet, try to take over, everything. You can't. Well, they just can't be trusted. It's really It's really what I'm saying here. All this crap's gonna melt. Good Lord. Back here, do we have our seeds in here? Yep, we do. We got 9 seeds. And then we're going to need a ladder. Let's put that ladder right here. And this can go across here. I do want to put this on a 6 for building. Well, what are you doing? You're so useless. He's gonna be at that all day, isn't he? Over here. Let's see. All right, we're gonna send our rocket pilots up. Turn this back on. And then we're good. Yep. We're gonna change our crew. Make sure the crew is. You two can go up. Crew that thing up. Turn that on. Turn that on. And then we just need to send this thing up into outer space. It doesn't matter where it goes. I mean, we could try to look for something, I guess. There's, well, we could go over here. It's 3 tiles away, right? Oh, there's radiation. Oh, you can see the little radiation. Oh. No, that's not radiation. It's just the background. Is that 3 tiles? That's 4 tiles. 4, 3. Let's try to go here. Maybe we could see something. Go there. And then begin a launch sequence. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Yeah, we'll take an armory acorn. Why not? Did we get the seeds in here? Yes, we did. Kick those out. Dust cap. Cancel that one. It's deconstructing. It'll be faster than the idiots trying to repair it. I don't even know why it's taking so long for them to repair it. Okay, good, yeah. It is getting rid of that carbon dioxide. Nice. Pardon me. Oh, we don't have a bathroom in here, do we? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Deconstruct that. Can you build this someplace else? Hang on. Plumbing. Can we build a wall? We could build a wall toilet right here. Is that funny or not? That's funny. Build a wall toilet right there. We're gonna build a wall toilet at the entrance. Oh, by the way, take your suits off. There you go. All right. Good job, kids. You stay up there for the next 30 cycles now. Give me some research. You guys take care of business. Take care of our business for us. And then we go back over. I'll see how we're doing. Build this. Oh, not a wall toilet. This game. This game. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is unnecessary, right? We'll just shave that off. Just shave it off. Make it look nice. Do we need to, though? Yeah, we could shave that off a little bit. We're eventually going to have to put the bunker tiles all the way across here. Eventually. I think we're going to build solar over here, honestly. How are we doing with the car? Well, we're almost out. And then build that one, and then this one. Get rid of this one and that one. We just have all these little bitty projects that need to get done. 6 kilos. Okay, good. Yeah, we just have these little bitty projects that need to get done around here. But we just kind of can't do all of them all at the same time because, well, reasons and stuff. And I need more steel to send over here. Okay. That'll take a while. I don't care that they have to run back and forth. We're not in a super hurry for that. Yeah, they can tag team it from the top and bottom. Let's go back over here. We have 28 tons of steel now. And we wanted to send over We're gonna need a bunch of steel over there. I think we're gonna do solar over there. It's going to be a bit before we can get some crops going. I mean, we're starting to get them right now, but... Get that. Kick this out. We have 102 waterweed seeds. This is going to go... I'll copy that setting, put that there. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. We can go and get rid of this one. There you go. Now, meow. Ooh, new planet. But, Buyoyani? Sure. Cool slush geyser and a polluted water geyser. Space, it's aquatic, and it's barren. Well, aren't you just a peach? Doesn't solve any of our problems now, does it? 1, 2, 3. If I send a rocket over here, will it be able to do these? Probably not. Probably have to send rockets out from these points of origin. Oh, you guys got radiation? Yeah, let's go and allow them to. Where are they? There you go. You can have the rad pills. And you guys are eating muckroot, correct? Yeah, they've got their bathroom. Oh, did I get rid of the pump? Oops. Oops. Put that mini gas pump back. How's the gas in here? We've got a little bit to go. They're going to do fine up here for a little bit. They got plenty of food. They got plenty of plastic. They got plenty of rad pills. They'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Give me a bunch of molten glass. Say, give me 60 molten glass. And give me some making ceramics. Good. We're drilling down. We're drilling down. Next. All right. I'd really like to use this. Well, I want to use the heat from the igneous rock. And we can do that now. So, shipping. Grab an auto sweeper, make this out of steel. And we'll put it right. I think we'll put it right here. Yeah, right here. This will do. And then we need a conveyor loader. I want that loader low. We want a low. No, let's do it high. Let's do it right up here. Like that. And then conveyor rails. A little bit. We're going to need a little steel because it's going to be really hot. Well, we got tungsten. Wolframite. Let's use wolframite first. Yeah, make that a high priority. We're going to go this way. And we're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. And down here. Let's save. Switch over to steel. Go here. Go here. Go here. And then we'll go here. Up. And then we'll switch over to wolframite here. There. And then we'll go a little further. A little further. A little further. And then we could probably switch over to gold from here. This way. This way. This way. There. Oop. I want to draw as much heat out of this stuff as we can. And then guess we could just dump it right here, probably. Let's see what the temperature is when we... Well, I don't want to drop it near a power line in case it's hot, because that's lead. We could drop it over here. And we'll just come along here, do this way, and we'll drop it right here. We'll see how much temperature that pulls out. It's probably going to be... We need to probably run it a little longer, don't we? Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. This will be where I'll probably take it outside, though. Put it in a... We could make a little liquid... We could make this into an area we could put it in. Yeah. We can do that. Shipping... Give me the rails again. Down here. Let's roll here. This way. Maybe across this way. And then across here. We'll try that. If we need to run it longer, we can run it longer. We have room here. I'm gonna try to dump most of the heat from this igneous rock that's right here. I'm going to try to dump most of the heat up here where the steam turbines are. That's the goal. That's the objective. That's the want. Yeah, that'll take a little bit of time. Radiation, you say. I wonder if you could have radiation suits inside of here. This works out pretty good with two of them. Okay. They still haven't finished this. Lazy duplicants. Dust caps are done. And critters are ready. Get rid of this. Yep. Get rid of that one. That's going to go. Water weed is ready. So we have all of our dust caps planted. Now these do take, if you plant them naturally, naturally planted dust caps take wild growth of 30 cycles. That's like, it's like 30 cycles, but we could speed that up. I have a plan for that. It's all part of the plan. And I just want a little bit more carbon dioxide in here. Unfortunately, we don't have any carbon dioxide left. You know. And we cancel this one. Let's go ahead and wrangle the little guys here. And they can start planting the water weed. We need plumbing. I need a bottle opener. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one should be good for that one. There. Then we'll go one here, one here. Probably make this last row out of dust caps. Yeah. Dust caps down here. Now, the water weed does take a little bit of a warmer temperature, I believe. So, move out of the way, please. Thank you. Water weed is 71. Okay, it is 67. So we're gonna need to heat this place up as well. Now pick up a seed, you little shits. Pick up a seed. It's not that hard. I'll get around to it. Eventually. Okay. Yeah, this is great. All this is melting now. We need to, we really need to start thinking about this, don't we? Yeah. And we should probably start thinking about it sooner rather than later. No, we could just dump all the water down here and let it freeze. That's one thing we could do. We just not care about it, you know? Have that sense in life of not caring. That's an idea. Well, we're gonna have to bite the bullet, aren't we? We're gonna have to. We have to get the bullet bitten. All right, let's do it. Lead. Do I care if these guys are filling these? Not really. All right. How much steel do I have over here? All right, I don't have that much over here. How doth we shall tackle? Well, if we're going to be building solar over here, we should probably think about that as well. We need a spot that I can break into. Maybe we start over here, work this way. Like, all this gunk has to go. We have to drill up all this. I could build a couple tanks up here. Yeah. Get rid of the. That's a plan. That is a plan. It's all part of the plan. Okay, so what we'll do. I think we will drill this way. God, that's going to release so much water. I really have to think this through before we have to think before we do, in this case. I think I'm just going to roll solar up here, you know? There's no reason not to. For a power supply. Because then we could stop using coal over here, and these coal generators can essentially go. I could take all these coal generators and put them upstairs. If we're going to do that, we probably should start over here then. Because I can immediately run this heavy watt wire through this back here and make that our power spine, which is the intention all along. So we're going to want to interspace. All right. Let's give me some tiles. 1, 2, 3, 2. Oh my gosh, dude. Can you just not do things correctly? How about here, there, there. And then do this. And then we build a ladder. Build it here. Yeah, this looks like the edge here. Where that background right there, it looks like about the edge. And we drill this up, it'll fill our liquid lock. So we don't have to cart any water. I don't care if it's sticky, polluted water. It's just more water coming in. I don't even know. We could start, we could send some water back to the home planet. It's not really a bad idea. I can see it. You guys are so creepy. They're just creeps, man. They're creepy people. I mean, who does that? Who meditates that way? I don't meditate that way. Like, meditation is supposed to be done in silence. And my computer doesn't make that sound when it's defragmenting. There's something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong with them. Just trying to contact Skynet. You know, just don't trust them. Don't trust them. Leave them on a planet. Leave them. Make sure they don't have a way to get to your colonists. That's the lesson here, friends. I think that's really the lesson we're talking about. Why is my barbecue going down? Yeah, I think we're still catching up from 3, 8, 8. Got a couple of these stones running around the place. Wrangle that guy. Wrangle that guy. Was I wanting to send something over to the other planet? I don't remember. There you go. Drill that out. Boom. Liquid lock filled. Yeah, if I open this door, there could be monsters back there. Like, you know. No monsters. Glad I put this here. All this is going to melt. There's a desk. There is a neural vacillator. So much water up here. You just got to be careful, man. They're just kind of creepy. Let's bring this ladder all the way up. We don't need to go all the way up. That's a long way. We don't need to go that far. Well, maybe. Yeah, we do. Let's bring that ladder all the way up. Open this up. There you go. Fill that lock. And then we're going to start filling these bunker tiles up. I'm going to build 10 of these. Ugh, laggy. Laggy. I'll be able to replace all that a little bit later. Okay. How are we doing over here? That looks pretty good. We're getting there, slowly, but surely. Alright. And then what were we doing over here? Getting our glass, good. We've got not a lot of glass. We need a lot of glass. We're going to need to send some steel back. But probably a good 20 tons of it. I really want to grab a duplicate or two. I swear they've wasted so much freaking barbecue. I should put a sweeper in there. I'm gonna put you on a muckroot diet, a pickled meal diet. We only have 2 mech engineers over here, so it's going to take a little bit of time. We're not in a hurry. It's only cycle 450. Got more waterfall. More water. More water for the water gods. Oh, is it too cold for you? Oh, is it too cold for you? It's a little bitty too cold. And then... cancel that one. I'm gonna need a tower up here. I should build some building boosters, yeah? Drilling, mechatronics, piloting, astronomy, tidying. Where's the building ones? Digging. Well, here? Strength. Yeah, construction booster. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's the guys up to here doing? They have a decent amount. Okay. Nice. Let's shut that off. These things are so silly. Ugh, Max. Come on, guys. Would you please build? They're on a 6. Alright, fine. Make these a 5. Hang on. Priorities. Everything's a 5 over here. You're a 5. You're a 5. 5. 5. 5. There they go. You idle? Okay. Now, let's do some planning here, huh? The biggest problem we're going to have is material. There's just not a lot of material on this map. As far as for building is concerned, really. And... all stuff down here is just ice and uranium. Or, yeah, there's... what material we have is pretty much the material that we have. This is just all ice and sloppy junk. I mean, there's probably a little granite in here, but what we got is what we got. Yeah, clay. There's some sandstone. Maybe we can use our sandstone as background plates. Probably. Yeah, I could start here with solar. Now, there's a lot of gold. We just have to kind of drill it up a little bit. There's some copper, iron. Yeah, refined iron. Nice. Some mafic rock. There's a lot of regolith we can grab, but we don't have a lot of stuff remaining because we've been using it. All right, so we want to do kind of the same thing. I think I'm going to insulate it because it just costs so much. Let's go and just use regular tiles. And we're going to need bunker tiles. How far? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. There. Yeah, we want 2. Around here and here. Okay. Oh, we have plenty of sedimentary rock. What am I talking about? And then we're going to want a space here for the tower of power. I'm going to try to make this area small. So it's going to look something like that. Like that. And I'll bring this wall down like that. We do the same thing over here. So 1, 2, 3, and then down like that, and then down like this. Something about like that. And then the ladder here will need to go up, across, this way, to the edge. And we're building on 6s because I'm an idiot. Just to be expected. Let's do... We can bring this, make this a little larger. Bring here. No, the larger I make this, the more I'm going to need. What I mean is that the larger, if I bring this out, I'm going to need to build more tiles, background tiles here. I need to use the smallest amount of background tiles that I can. We still have a lot of material, and I don't want to be wasting it. And we always want to make these a 5. All this could be a 5. If it gets damaged, it's just going to have to get damaged until we get the roof done. And let's go back here. So here's the exact problem that I was talking about earlier with mechatronics engineers. Mechatronics engineers are very good for your building of your rails, but they're also very good at doing your machines. So what I was talking about, if you set your machines on a high priority like a 6, and you have this on a 6, they're going to do the machines. They're going to do what they could do first. If you set these back on a 5, well, duplicates are going to do other tasks instead. If I set these guys to build, I don't want them building. I don't want them building, ladders and such. I want them working on this stuff right over here. But if I set them on the machining goes, it takes a priority. Remember, individual priorities take precedence over base priorities. And this is a base priority. So his individual priority is going to go, oh, I need to work on the machine rather than to build, because my operating tells me I need to do on a high priority. Well, now I can't. Now I have to not do that. I got to go do this. So now if I have a building project that I'm working on down here and I set them to building, they'll come down here and build. It's just a no-win situation with these guys. It's not that I don't appreciate them. I just think their priorities needs a little bit of work. Just a little bit of work. A little bit. A tiny scooch. And they would be great. Just a column for mech engineer stuff. That's all you need. Who's trapped? What? Oh, dear God, Bubbles. How did you... How? Oh, it's your fault, you idiot. Build yourself a ladder. You're going to complain about it. You're the one who jumped up there, you moron. Absolute donuts. Absolute donuts. Alright, we're going to send over 20 tons of steel. What are you coming down here for? Came down here to pick up some steel. Okay. We appreciate that. Now, we're going to be building heavy wall wire around this area. And I am concerned about this. So, we're going to switch this over to iron. Let's go ahead and make this 7. And we're going to bring that up here to here and here. That iron should be able to handle it. If not, we can build it out of steel. I'll probably want to make this iron as well. We're going to be bringing really hot materials through here. Let's go switch this one out as well. Right there. How you guys doing? You want to come home? Tell you what. You did good. You have 91. Oh my gosh. Sneaky. Put on your suit. Nikolai. Nikolai, put on your suit. Put on your suit, you moron. Okay. And let's go and have you guys come back home. You almost got 100, you know. You did okay. There you go. I know you're thinking about it, dumbass, but don't test me. Don't test me. Don't test me, son. Yep. We get our plumbing down here. Or plumbing, or yeah. Right. We're going to go ahead and take this pipe here. Yeah, we'll bring this across. You know what I should really do? I should really bring this up this wall. Yeah, I know we have to build a ladder, but it's fine. We will be building this on a 5. Build on a 5. Yeah. And then... do we have our rails done? We've got our rails done. Let's test this sucker out. Yeah, they're going to pick up this really... You're going to pick up that really hot igneous rock, aren't you? Little butt heads. Stuff's coming in at 1600 degrees, roughly. Down to 1300 degrees. Very nice. Down to 1100. I'm going to have to run this a little bit further. Down to 800. Down to 600. Yeah, this is working out quite nicely. I want to try to get it down to around the ambient temperature in the room, which is around 300 degrees. $500 degrees. Excellent. Still 500 degrees. It's finally coming out around 400. I could deal with 400 degree rock. I'd like to drop it a little bit more. But I think we could deal with 400 degree rock. Yeah, 400's not going to melt this. And what we could do, there's a couple things we could do. Do I want to drop this another 100 degrees? We could. It's 300 degrees in here. It's 470 here. It's 150 degrees. We could probably eke out some more temperature from that, huh? Well, let's try to get some more temperature out of it. If I take this guy. Make this an 8. And can we build up to here? Yeah, sort of. Let's bring this across here. And then bring it down a row. And then underneath. And then maybe we could just drop it right here. I think that would be fine. Or we could just drop it here. Well, I would prefer to drop it here. That way if there's any water starts to pool here, I don't think it will, but if any water starts to drop there, then this rock will heat it up. So that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Yeah, we don't have any doctors over here, so let's be careful. And waterweed. Oh, we don't care about robots. What? Oh, I thought I saw some salt water over here. We don't care about robot people. Son. That's it. You're done here. You're done here. I've had it. Oh, no. Where's this guy? Oh no, we're just gonna send him into the oil biome without a suit. Yeah. Gave you fair warning. Stress vomiting we don't care about. No, move over here. You better not. No, move over here. Yeah, move down here now. Told you this is going to work out well for you. Bye, asshole. I know you want to save your friend, but you really don't want to save your friend. Just move over here. There you go. No. Don't rescue him. Go have lunch. There you go. Look out for yourself first. Because, you know. Oh. Oh, look, your replacement's here. Ranching and suit wearing and operating. Yeah. Max, welcome to the team. You're just in time. All right. Max, you're going to be spending a fair bit of your time down here. And then we just need to deliver the suit again. We're not even going to bury the guy. Like, he could just sit down there in the oil biome. The duplicates didn't die. They were removed from service. You know, as much as we could complain about the robots, and I think they're going to try to take over the world, at least they haven't, you know, smashed anything up yet. At least they haven't been that way. Let's make these 6s. Okay. It's a pretty good guess. Yeah, this is me. This is me tearing up over that loss. I just don't know how we're gonna carry on. Say, yeah, but you drove him to it. No. People have to take responsibility for their own activities in life. And clearly, this child wasn't willing to take responsibility. I mean, look at these people out here. They're working in radiation. They're out in space. You know, this is not the most pleasant environment for them. You don't see them crying. You don't see them whining. They're not eating like barbecue. They're just eating some decent food. You don't see them crying about things. Okay. Where's my place over here? Oh, yeah, where's the thing? Here we go. No, you're mean. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. What we want to do is cut this here. There you go. And get rid of this. And what we could do here is we could do a little bit of automation for this. There's a couple different things that we could do. I think we'll do a temperature. I think we'll base this on temperature. So it's 200... temperature automation. We want a thermosensor. Where do we want to put that thermosensor? Something like over here, I think. Maybe over here. Could put it over here. Or here. Yeah, let's put it right there. Let's not make that out of lead, please. Let's do a thermosensor. Let's make this out of... Yeah, let's make it out of depleted uranium. High thermal conductivity, slow heating, excellent radiation... Really? Depleted uranium is excellent radiation shield? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Let's make this out of, I don't know, steel. We're going to put this one right here. Yeah, right about there. Grab an automation wire. I may do something different later, but there's, actually not very much igneous rock left. Okay. And we'll just say igneous rock. And if the temperature is below the ambient temperature is below 300 degrees, that'll turn on. Oh, we're missing a rail somewhere. Where are we missing a rail? Hang on. It's 290. Should be sending a green signal, right? Oh, they haven't finished that yet. That's why. Guys. Guys. Here we go. Here we go. All right. There we go. If it's below 300 degrees, then we're going to increase the temperature by bringing conveyor rails over. Oh, we should hook that up to the sweeper and not the loader. Yes. I don't want this stuff sitting in the loader. So cut this. Build this. There we go. There we go. So we want to keep the loader empty so it doesn't overheat. It shouldn't overheat, but it might. So now that it's 300 and some odd degrees over here, we can pull temperature out of that rock. I mean, there's really not much of it left. But, theoretically anyway. When there's more rock, also, I need to go back to consumables and turn this off again. Where's the stupid rad pills? No. There you go. I don't mind a little bit of, what do you call it? Oops. Well, no, I just go from here to here. That's fine. I don't mind us having to do a little bit of micromanagement, but this game really isn't about micromanagement. RimWorld, it's got some serious micromanagement in it. It's like this, you're moving around doing this and that. It's very powerful. But this game's more about automation than micromanagement. I think a lot of the space stuff that you're doing is a lot of micromanagement. Oh, let's go back in here. Change crew. I don't want people sleeping in here, pooping in here, whatever in here. Nobody goes allowed. They probably ate the rad pills all up, didn't they? Yep. We got to send this up again. And that's what I think the developers lost on the... I think they lost it. They lost the plot. In other words... Yeah, 300 degrees. We can work with that. They lost the plot. It's like, oh, let's just do a lot of micromanagement. No, that's not what this game's about, man. This game is not about micromanagement. These fives. And so, yeah, I'm not really appreciative of all the little stupid things you have to do inside of rockets. And I get it, right? I get it. You want, like in the base game, you don't have a lot of interior stuff to do with rockets. And they wanted to make it a little more dynamic, where you're having to access this and set this up there. That's all fine. That's all fine, well and good. But once you set up a system, well, that's kind of what the game's about, is setting up systems. You know, something like this or like this. It's all automated now. We don't have to do anything over here. But with rockets now, oh, it's awful. It's awful. It's awful. You can't really automate them in the sense that you were able to earlier. Well, if you guys are getting radiation, you shouldn't come up here, huh? You ever thought about that? Get rid of this. Do we have plastic? We do, but... Such a valuable builder. Go ahead and close that up. I just really don't care. So yeah, I think they lost the plot a little bit. Some of the stuff I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying coming to this planet and, you know, making something of it. Building a colony out of it. I'm really enjoying this portion of the game quite a bit. It's just getting there. It's like, you got to put rad pills in there. And then the research tree is all janky. It's so janky. Why would you put? Oh, first, this is a legitimate question. Really a legitimate question. We discovered steam power. No, we started using steam power when, in a big way, when we started making trains running across the, continents, and we were using them on boats, right? What's the famous quote Napoleon said? You want to put a bonfire underneath the deck and power it or something like that? Get away from me. I have no time for such nonsense. But we've understood steam power long before we understood radiation. Why is this locked behind that? Applied science. That makes no sense. I don't mind some of the stuff getting locked behind advanced radiation or data analysis. I don't mind that so much. Like, yeah, that's fair. It's always been the complaint that your scientists, once they're done with the original tree, roughly at cycle 150, that they just don't really have anything else to do except for analyzing the occasional volcano and making them rocket pilots. Now they actually have something to do for a long period. I mean, we're at cycle 400, and we still have research to fill out. I don't mind this at all. It's just how they chose to lock behind certain things. I don't understand it. Like petroleum engines, a petroleum engine is locked behind all this research, but your silly nuclear powered engine, wherever the hell that damn thing is, here it is. Your RadBolt engine is the same unlocking that it requires the same bit of research on the tree that this thing does. Well, you would discover the use of petroleum before you understood the use of radiation, right? We didn't. I mean, we knew what radiation was in the 1900s, but we really didn't know how to apply it to, blow things up and powered things for a while. But we understood it. We knew it existed. But this should not be locked behind so much silliness. Mission control station is. Yeah, I used that before in a previous playthrough, and I just like whatever. It really doesn't speed thing up. Considering you're playing the game for hundreds and hundreds of cycles, what's 0.1 of a cycle going to matter in the long scheme of things? It just doesn't. It doesn't. All right, let's go ahead and get the walls done here. Are you guys done? All right. All right, let's get these walls done. So some of the stuff I really like about the expansion, I do enjoy some of the things. I just think other things should, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go and use that. It doesn't matter. So yeah, there's some good stuff with this expansion, I think, but it does extend your game quite a bit, and that's not a bad thing. Like in the original game, you could be done with a playthrough in 800 cycles, which is it's still a long time, right? It's halfway to where we're at now, but you could be done with the playthrough pretty quickly. Oh yeah, there will be radiation coming through this, won't there? Yes. Well, it's not a lot. We could put up some plastic tiles up here. So they've brought a couple things that I really enjoy to this, but overall, I think they lost the plot. You. Why aren't you in a pen? You. Get in a pen. Farming, digging. Rocketry. Ren. Research. Welcome to Team Ren. We need to put you on a schedule too, don't we? Let's get them on proper schedules. Max and Ren. Well, Ren can go on this schedule. And then Max can go on a night schedule if we have one available. I got a lot of schedules available, in fact. This is a night schedule. There you go, Max. You enjoy that. One of the things I really don't like is that they changed Weezeworts, right? They made radiation. I get that you want to have radiation, but they should have really introduced another plant that produces radiation. Why keep nerf? I mean, Weezeworts have been nerfed so many times in the game, and rightly so. Early game they were pretty overpowered in the early stages of the game. You just put them in a potter plant and have a pit plant them, and they never needed to be fertilized. But they acted like they were a potted plant. So you get the full benefit set of a potted plant versus a natural planting. And you didn't have to feed them. I miss these. Oh, that's chewy. Pardon me. So they, and again, I think they could have done better. I mean, they made an entire download, a brand new DLC, the Frosty Pack, and came up with a complete set of new critters and new floor tiles, ice tiles, and all kinds of really neat things. But they're like, oh no, we're just going to skip out, and we're not going to create a new plant. Which, how long would that have taken? So they did some good things and some bad things. But that's not why we're here. We're here because we're over time. We're over time once again. Because I was lamenting the fact. I was doing lamenting. We were doing lamenting. Well, I was anyway. Just give me a bucket. There and here. I was lamenting the fact that we were just, giving my opinions. But we'll do opinions later. That's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for sticking by. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.